I was actually skeptical about this too. So if you think about buildings that are built out of wood frame or cross-laminated timber, these buildings that are all wood, if we're building out of wood, aren't we technically cutting down trees? Isn't that hurting the environment? Isn't that actually putting more carbon into the environment? The carbon downside or the carbon effect of cutting down trees and creating wood frame buildings is that those trees are carbon capture machines, exactly like this comment says. They're carbon capture machines. So they're constantly taking carbon out of the air, and they're continuously going to do that while they're alive. So if we're cutting down trees, we're forever stopping that tree from capturing more carbon. But the energy it lets off or creates, the carbon that it creates by cutting down trees, is by far and away less than the energy and the carbon that it takes to actually create cement and concrete. If we look at the world's total global CO2 emissions, cement, iron, steel, all of that, all the alternatives to wood frame construction create about 8% of the world's global CO2 emissions, whereas wood, or cutting down wood, creates about 2% of the world's CO2 emissions. Wood in wood frame construction is actually a much better alternative in terms of carbon capture. It is not perfect. We are still, having carbon offset or allowing carbon to go into the atmosphere. But I think the best ultimate outcome is if we also plant trees while we are cutting down trees. So there's an immediate offset, and maybe we're even planting multiple trees for every one tree that we cut down.